What's up, y'all? Empress Dannie here, back with another episode of the Daily Grind. Let's pour you up a nice hot cup of joe, get your day off to a bright and beautiful start. Checking in, I get a very strong energy of finding that you're always taken care of, even if it's knowing how to take care of yourself, how to see growth in different circumstances. I feel like your gift of discernment is increasing. Your ability to, this is kind of like to hear, to listen, but it has to do with like observation beyond what is actually heard or what is actually said. Okay? So I feel like you're getting better at just kind of like knowing that aspect of your gifts is developing, and that could be being made known, being shown, being revealed today. You could have some sort of conscious awareness of that in one way or another. Where there's something that you pick up on and you realize, I'm better at this than what I thought I was. And something about that perhaps is a testament to your gifts or to your personal growth, okay? To the fact that you're doing a better job perhaps at taking care of you or taking care of your business or just tending to your affairs, making good decisions is what it feels. Again, using discretion, the gift of discernment. I see the passion card as the first card out and finding love at the bottom of the deck. So this could be finding something, someone that you're passionate about. I see navigation. So this does feel like you're going the direction of releasing anything perhaps that would keep you from what it is that maybe there's a true innate desire to do or a direction that you desire to go. Here is success in wisdom. Something feels as though by the end of the day, you're going to know what direction things need to go or what you need to do in order to see things. It's almost like the wisdom to discern how you need to get things from where they are to where you want them to be. That will be revealed at some point during the day. Look at this, just go. So the start of the day, it feels like at the beginning of the day, there's something that you're wanting maybe to do. It could be somewhere that you're wanting to go. With passion here, there's something that you desire and you're being just kind of like given what feels like the green light. It feels like just do it. So it just feels like whatever that is, it's like, I don't know why I'm kind of getting like, don't play yourself is what it gives. Just do it. You have a desire, just go follow. I don't know why it's getting like chase your dreams, chase your desires. But also I'm getting like follow your heart. So this could be something that your heart desires or has a passion about, or, oh, I really feel led towards this or to them. You could be in some way pursuing something or someone, okay? This could also be take some sort of action, go for it, right? Especially since I said pursuing, there could be something that you're going after. Harvest is here. So it could be something, this is kind of like, it's obviously clarifying navigation. So it could just be the direction of your harvest. I see I'm going to reap whatever it is that I have sown, whatever I put in. I see party time here. So some of you, it is time. This is kind of like you've been putting in all this work. It's time for you to maybe have something to celebrate, some sort of reward or result for the work that you put in. I don't know why I'm kind of getting like, you want to do this, or you want to go, or there's something that I feel like, you want. And it could be like things to go this direction. And so it feels as though you're moving on whatever that is because of the fact that you see an opportunity for you to have what feels like reason to celebrate. Okay. So I don't know why I'm kind of getting like midday. There could be something coming in that's like good news of some sort. Good news coming back that's showing you growth in a certain, look at this, wonderment. It's crazy. When I was shuffling this deck, I saw the GD card, which you guys know is the Tower. So I get the impression that at some point in the day ahead, we're going to have a Tower moment, but it's almost like, it feels like the energy of like when someone's success, yeah, I just heard, I can't believe you did that. So this is like when someone's success makes manifest. If somebody else thought that it wasn't possible, I don't know why I'm kind of getting like, I want this. This is kind of like somebody maybe this is like thinking that you'll never get it, but then the tower is like casting down whatever that thought is, and wonderment is the success of attaining and elevating. I see the hawk and the horse right where I'm guided to split. Horse was on top, which is an earth energy having to do with like, I don't know why I'm kind of getting this sense of like a very I want to say methodical, but it's not really about like methodical. It's more so about like reliable or consistent in one way or another. Horse is the aspect of earth energy that is secure. So when I say this, if I'm secure, I don't need to rush. I also don't need to drag my feet. I'm kind of getting an energy of pace with the horse and with hawk here. We already know that's a message of divinity going from earth to air. So someone is not rushing. They're also not dragging their feet. They're just what feels like this energy of taking their time and doing it right. And on the other side of taking their time and doing it right, I honestly feel like hawk energy is something either happening or something being made known, revealed, or made clear that I don't know why I'm kind of getting like affirms that perhaps that was what someone needs to do. Look, we got Cobra, Lion, and Scorpion. Jeez. I like these energies because there's an observation energy at play that says you're paying attention, you're observing, and there could even be other people who are observing you, learning from you, because we already know that's what Cobra energy is. Cobra is all about like studying to know when to go, okay? And Cobra is I just heard validating, just go in passion. Cobra is fire energy. So I definitely get the energy of like it's time to strike in one way or another. Look at that constancy. It was at the bottom, and at the split is fortune. So I don't know why. Yeah, I hear it's time already, align already. Something gives me the impression that with Cobra, this is either you or this is someone else who has been taking a step back, observing or studying, and something is prompting at the start of the day, is prompting action. I've studied, I've reviewed, I've watched, and I don't know why with Hawk, it feels as though someone's getting the signal. That's what I needed. That's what I needed to know. That's the information I needed. That's someone is getting what feels like some form of confirmation that is valuable to them, that puts them in this position of readiness, okay? To go after what I want, to do what I want. I've been looking, I've been watching. Now it's time to move on, whatever this is. This could be a purchase, but it's almost like, watching prices, seeing how prices fluctuate. Okay, it's on sale, right? Time to get it while the getting's good. If this is a person, this is kind of like opportunity, right? Not know enough about this opportunity, or if I've been studying, then based on what I've learned, I have enough, again, information, or maybe it is confidence. This could even be someone who is resting. And as I'm resting, right, I have all my energy, all my faculties in order, and now I want to move on this. Okay, so don't be surprised if someone comes to you. The hawk, I feel, is behind this energy, so someone could come to you and be speaking or saying something, letting you know perhaps what their desire is. You could be learning something. It feels like the energy of a green light of some sort at the beginning of the day, okay? As it pertains to fortune, getting a green light, getting a message, getting a note, something of that nature, or seeing some sort of sign. And because of the fact that you are being observant, again, we talked about being discerning, you're paying attention for the signs, you're looking, you're listening, whatever else. This feels like you're getting what it is that you need to know, and it has you moving on something or taking some sort of action. Now, midday, it feels as though navigation, harvest, and the lion, more fire energy. Let me just say, it feels like it could definitely be like a busy day, okay? Um, I'm just clarifying with the Sabila deck, so let me go back then to pick up a message. The Pleasure Seekers card came out with Just Go, Cobra, and Passion. So if this is receiving confirmation that with the hawk, it's having clarity, oh, they just want their way, or they just want what they want, they're just trying to get something out of me, they're just in it for what they can get, then this is going to be you observing that, understanding that, and this is kind of like with passion. Well, this is what I want. So you could be cutting your losses, calling your power back, getting your energy back. It could also be on the other side of that, where you are studying perhaps to see if there's pleasure seekers. This could be to see if this is something that you want, if it actually fulfills you, if it actually satisfies, whatever the situation is. Well, it feels as though Cobra is leading to some aspect of with pleasure seekers determining that some of you could be this could also be someone opposite you, right? Who's trying to determine, what you want. Are you just in it for, my fortune, my good energy? Could be what that is. Trying to take up all my time. You want all my money, right? It could be things like that. And you could certainly, with the hawk, be finding the truth today, getting clarity or divine insights that say, yeah, I just heard James Brown. There could be some significant James Brown. The thrill is gone, babe. Maybe the thrill is gone. But this could also be finding out that there is a true sense of desire. There's a true sense of passion. I'm not just out for what I can get from you. So there could be something, again, whatever it is valuable to you, because it's like either way, you don't waste your time, right? At the end of the day, but navigation, harvest, lion, and cheerfulness is here, which makes me feel like whatever this is, it aligns you with the right vibrational direction to see a harvest, a growth of energy, as it pertains to perhaps whatever it is that is driving you, whatever it is that you're passionate about, whatever your desire is. And something feels like this midday energy is going to be very telling as to whether or not one's desire, and I just say one because this is you, this is whoever's opposite you, this is going to be very telling of whether or not one's desire is rooted in what could be like confidence, arrogance, it could be like chauvinistic nature, discernment, discretion, things like that, because a cheerfulness card gives somebody having this is kind of like somebody doing something and they're happy to do it because I know this is the right thing for me to do, or the right direction for me to go. I know this is beneficial. If it's arrogance led, right? Just for the harvest, just for the sake of, getting things to go the direction that I want them to go. Somebody is going to be, whatever they're doing, it's almost like this is kind of like, I get an energy of like laugh now, cry later. Okay, so it makes me feel like something about the afternoon decision. It feels like I can't lie, I kind of get an energy of could be temporary satisfaction. Doesn't have to be, could be lasting, like happiness, joy, confidence, that really is a reaping what has been sown. Okay. The end of the day, we have the success card, wonderment, the scorpion, and we have misfortune. Okay. I don't know why I'm getting an energy of someone thwarting misfortune. And I'm also getting, I just heard the pit they dug. So I also feel like some sort of misfortune or breakdown is having to do with someone. That's what I feel like the midday karmic decision is based on. Like I said, laugh now, cry now. Laugh now, cry later. It's funny now, But whatever this misfortune is, this is like somebody has a lot of, um, it feels like, because today, these are all fire signs, okay? So because today is all fire energy is very active, but activity um, underscores intention. You always have an intention before you take an action. So the action that you take is based on what you want or what you intend to do prior to that action being taken. Um, it's almost like, I don't know, I guess I use dating for an example, or like business. If I start a business because I just want to take people's money, but I don't know, it reminds me of like, you know how you have a lot of churches, people will start a church. If I start a church because I want to make money, but then obviously the whole purpose of a church is to heal people, to help people, right? To better one's life, to improve. This is kind of like starting the church and everything's good, right? Getting them young tithes and offering. And then there's some sort of a breakdown, and man, I have to deal with these people, right? Well, if it's not rooted in, pure purpose, then that breakdown is almost like shows true colors, because the success isn't worth it because you didn't have the right motivations. Similarly, if your desire is like, I really want to help people, right? So I start a church because I have a desire to help people better their lives, or, fix whatever circumstance they're dealing with. This is like, the joy comes from doing that. And so any aspect of misfortune that would be confronted is not, there's no regret, because I know that's why I'm here. It's kind of like if I work in a hospital and I work in the crisis, whatever area the hospital is, they take care of. Like, I don't know why I'm kind of getting like trauma, level 1 trauma centers. But if I work in a trauma center and a trauma case comes in, this is what I do this for. Versus if I work at a level 1 trauma center because they pay high, then when trauma comes in, I'm breaking down. And that's what this feels like. By the end of the day today, there's success, because someone who actually, if you actually do have like the confidence in knowing like, relationship, they're for me, I'm passionate about them, I truly desire, I've been, getting to know them. Or if like this is something that I want to study, it could be school, I want to learn more about them or about this. I want to, pay closer attention to whatever this is or whoever they are. In those situations, you always end up learning what you need to learn. And it's almost like clarifying what your intention is behind it is what's going to, that's what this misfortune card is collapsing the false reality. So if my intentions aren't good, but I'm presenting the image that my intentions are good, the false reality that collapses is like the image or the appearance that I'm doing this for, you know, for a good reason, or it could be like misstating one's expertise. And then it's a situation where it's time to demonstrate one's expertise, to put it to the test, to see it at work. That's what today feels like. It's a day where from start to finish, it feels like study to show yourself approved unto God, which is your reasonable service. And something about today is going to be very proving or demonstrating of whether or not someone has studied. And if they have not, is what it feels like. And this can be like a practice what you preach energy. So it doesn't have to be like the studious aspect. But if someone, the test is whether or not whatever this is maybe been practiced. And if it has been practiced, something's coming through as successful in what feels like something that may have been kind of like I kind of get like that hurt, right? Like a sting, something that I don't know, that could be significant, but something that may have been like hurtful, if you will, it feels like comes through and it's being healed by the end of the day. Something that perhaps was, that somebody was like, oh, maybe like bragging about or very confident in, that could certainly be collapsing, and maybe it may be a little bit hurtful, a little surprised to see, oh, dang, it broke down, it collapsed, that didn't work out. But nonetheless, it feels like wisdom and discernment being very telling. So that's what I have for you for today's daily grind. Make sure you guys like the message, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out, make sure you join us on the Patreon. We're going to go there and get extended messages now. Bye.